Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Blacc Jesus with the juice. And I'm about to give y'all another video, man. As y'all can see by the title of this video, where I'm at. No skateboarding, right? And this skateboard sign right here, not this exact same spot, but this skateboard sign really made me say, you know what, I need to go ahead and do it. I need to drop another video. I need to drop a video. I'm over here at my son's Taekwondo practice. It's about to be over in like a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. Like I try to make all of them quick, but none of them are quick, right? So look, we're gonna start off, man. This is my first robbery and how it went all bad, yo. And this is back in maybe 97, 98, man. Up here in I was up in Long Beach, east side of Long Beach, where I'm from, or where I was born at. I stayed there for a bunch of years. Then I moved to the east side of Sacramento. So I'm just an east sider, point blank period. So it's me. Now I came back down to Long Beach to visit. We in the summer. It's me, my homeboy Lil Nut, Baby Drabo, and what was the other cuz name? And AD, right? AD ain't really his name, but that's what we're gonna say, because AD the one that took the biggest loss. Now, a lot of the things that you guys hear me talk about, some of them are funny, some of them are like, hell nah, that didn't happen. But at the end of the day, they all gonna be real, they all gonna be truthful. And I'm always gonna have a little message in there, and hopefully you can learn from my mistake. So let's get right into it. Hot summer day, I'm sorry. It's a weekend. We chilling. At this time, we playing basketball. Now me, I'm tall, I'm 6'5". I play basketball. The other homies, they were kind of shorter than me, and they were gangbangers. They was brought up in that lifestyle. My father was a gangbanger for a set called Watergate Gangster Crip. So I guess that's from the gangster card in LA. I don't believe they're a gang anymore. But let me digress. As I digress, I end up going to Sacramento because my father wanted us to have a better life, which I'm glad he did. So we down there, we playing basketball on the little court outside my grandma's house on 23rd and St. Louis, right? We playing basketball. It comes to a point to where we hungry, right? I check in my pocket, I had like $1.10. I remember it was $1.10 because I had $1, and I remember throwing the dime, and I end up hitting AD in the eye with it, and he wanted to fight. And the other dudes who obviously knew me from before, but they were fucking with AD more. They was about to get on my helmet. So I ended up throwing the ball at them, and I got up out of there. I got mine off, right? So they end up knocking on my door. I'm thinking they gonna try to jump me. He come out, hey man, we hungry. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to buy all y'all nothing. I mean, we can get 25 bag of chips. Back then, the chip bags that are like $1 now were 25 cents. So I'm like, look, I'll buy the chips, but somebody got to get the drink and the candy. AD was like, don't worry, I got that. So we walk down there. We walking down. I'm like, man, how much money you got? He like, don't worry about it. I'm like, man, how much money you got, man? Like, because if you got more than what I got, you might as well let me keep my $1. As I said that, the other homies started laughing. Little did I know why they were laughing. Now, mind you, we're talking about some drinks and some candy. We get up in the store. We get the bag of chips. I was a Flamin' Hot Cheetos guy. This is when Flamin' Hot Cheetos first came out. Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Back then, when you're younger, everybody want to prove that they can eat the hottest food. I know kids do it now with Takis. So, what we end up doing is, end up getting a Cheeto bag. I open them up as we're in there. The store clerk gets real upset. You have to buy that. I'm like, man, why you tripping? Like, they ain't even that serious. Now, AD, he like, man, F you. We gonna pay for this. And he like, I know your mom. I know I'm gonna tell your mom. I don't give a darn. You know, I don't know what I can say and what I can't say on YouTube, so I'm just gonna try to use all the words. Sometimes I'm gonna curse. It's just what it is. I don't give a darn. Call her. So just get it and leave. And I'm trying not to speak in a dialogue or dialect, whatever it is, because that may offend some people. And I'm like from the old school to where honestly I'm gonna be so real with you. My skin is tough. And I don't really even look at it as offending because that's so far away from my thought process. Like I just say it. Like I might start saying, hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. You heavy, you now. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try not to. So AD, he gets the drinks. We get the candy. We about to stroll out. I'm like, bro, you didn't pay for that? Like, but I'm like whispering it to him, not loud. Mind you, I'm not on that type time no more. I'm on some other shit, right? He look at me. He goes just like this. That's it, right? He goes, I look down. This fool's stepdad used to put guns together, right? Some people call them ghost guns. They put them together. This fool had literally the handle of the gun, right? So, as the store clerk is like, hey, that shit's so funny still. Store clerk is like, hey, what are you doing? He turns around, he lifts up his shirt. Like, you better stop. Now, this must have happened before because the store clerk started cussing AD's ass out. He said, oh, you got that, motherfucker? You got that? You gonna pull it? You pull it then, B. You pull it then, B. We see. We go down together. He had his gun. It was a little revolver, a big one though, dirty, hairy type. Nah, not that big, but a little small. And he steps it on the table. At that point, I'm like, oh snaps, it's about to go down. At this point, I'm like, how I am now still to this day. Everything that goes on, it goes in my head, and I think of like 37 different possible issues before it can go down, right? It's on that Doctor Strange shit off Endgame. Hold on, y'all. What?
I'm full.
All right, come on.
You're never there.
He's over here talking about he's quitting, y'all, because I'm never there. Ain't that something?
You're never in the thing.
I'm always in the thing, y'all. Anyways.
No, you're not. You were just, what was that thing? What was that? You were over there talking. You missed. You bowed to me and I bowed to you.
I didn't get to bow to my son, y'all. He's upset with me. But anyway, let me get down to the video. So, all right, man, chill out.
Well, they said off there twice. He said off there.
My son be wanting me around all the time, man. It's good, man. Everybody love your children, man. So look.
Hold on, Dad. I gotta do my thing.
So, sorry about the brief intermission. So, I'm thinking we about to get shot because AD's crazy, right? He always pulling out guns. Again, I'm not knowing he has a half a gun.
Dad, what'd you get me?
Now, we're going to have to go to the store and get it.
Aww.
Now, at this particular point in time, it's like, I swear I heard. And I looked outside and I seen like a tumbleweed. I swear I saw the tumbleweed cross right in front of me. I feel like I'm in a real life Western flick, right? I'm in a Western flick, for real. And that shit was funny. Oh man, I was so scared. And at this particular point in time, Miss Society just came out. So I'm like, I dropped a bag of chips.
On your
I
bit.
ran out. The store guy hits the button. Boom! The door closes. All I hear is him. Come on, shoot, pull it out, motherfucker. Pull it out. You gonna do? Pull it out. And then I hear AD saying, I'll do it. You gotta open up this door, you crazy. I'll do it. Pull it out there. Let's go. Right? And then the other guys are sitting there, and they're crying. I ain't gonna say their name. If you remember who they were, you remember. I ain't gonna say their names. So they're crying, literally. I'm on the outside now. I'm on fight or flight. I'm like, man, these are my homies. I've always been down. Some people say 2 down. So now I'm throwing the rocks and stuff at the windows to try to break them. Not understanding we in LA. They get stuff broken into all the time. So they are prepared for this. Their windows you cannot just break with nothing. So what ends up happening is, again, is everything's just bouncing off. And now I'm listening. And I'm like, wait, crying, right? Because I'm hearing the cops coming back and forth. But remind you, we in Long Beach, mid-90s, cops all the time, right? Every time a cop came by, I'm thinking it's for them. And I just act like I'm walking around like, ooh. And then when the cops go all the way down, I'm back on the bang on the window. Next thing I know, I hear, pow! I hear AD fall to the ground. But he wasn't shot. The clerk just shot the gun to see if he was going to be scared or not. He fell to the ground. As he fell to the ground, the drinks fell. And what did they have? We had like those glass Hispanic type drinks, like the Jarritos type drinks. There was some cops right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't drive and video and do YouTube. It's not safe, kids. People in general. So drops it, bow, the bottle breaks, right? And I'm looking through the window. Now I see the other guys. They're like, please let us out. Ooh, ooh. Like, they over there crying, bro. Now AD is like, oh, you want to play? I don't know if he remembered he got a fake gun. This dude got a real one. He can shoot you. He pulls his gun out. I'm watching him. I swear, anyone that been in any type of real stuff, everything slows down. He pulls up. There's a cop over there. He pulls the gun out as AD is gripping or reaching for his pistol. And you know what? He dropped that thing like, I don't want no problem, and you ain't got no worries. I ain't got no problem, you ain't got no worries. Dropped that. Made him pay for all of this candy. Kept the candy. And said, oh, this is for all the other times you just stole candy. And tell your daddy this trick is played out. He pressed the button. He let him out. AD got pee all on his pants. The other boy got pee all on their pants. And they looking at me like, I went out like a G. I went out like a G. I'm looking at these dudes like, what? Had the audacity to say, where are the chips at? What? On the floor. What do you mean? Where are the chips at? Gonna sit there and say, all right, well, now we know what not to do. Let's go to another store. Another store? What? I said, all right. Woo, woo, chicken, woo, woo. Yeah, I'm playing that. Y'all go ahead and do your thing. I'm back to the crib. I get to the crib. I'm outside playing basketball. 2 hours later, probably like 8:40-ish. It was almost dark. It was kind of like if y'all can see right now, it was darker than that on the streets. Right now, it's 7:08 Cali time. Right? So it's probably like 8:40-ish, 8:30, 8:40-ish right there at that time. Come to find out, my 3 homeboys, man.
They died?
Got killed.
I knew it!
They went to the wrong store, fellas, and they didn't make it out. One of the kids you know, he ended up dying later at the hospital, or being pronounced dead at the hospital. A lot of y'all know that when they say you dead, 9 times out of 10 you're already dead. They're just trying to bring you back. AD had got shot in his head. The other 2 guys had got shot point blank in their chest. One of the store patrons that ended up speaking to the parents said that you can still see the smoke coming from their chest, from the head. And I know a lot of y'all were probably like, man, this can't be true, man. He was laughing in the beginning. These are just memories, man, that every neighborhood has went through. Hold on, son.
Guys, I want to show you guys something. See?
Every neighborhood, you got guys that are out there playing, seeing stuff on TV. And again, this is the Menace to Society. This is the Juice. This is the not Friday. This is Boys in the Hood. Yeah, Set It Off. This is around that time, y'all. American Me, Blood In, Blood Out. All classic films that dealt with a lot of inner city violence and just the struggle of growing up, man. And you know, you guys see how on Boys in the Hood you got Ricky. You know, growing up, a lot of people used to say when I didn't have no facial hair, and I was a lot thinner, they used to call me
Blacc Jesus because you had long hair.
Morris Chestnut before I grew my hair out. But Morris Chestnut, they used to call me that, Ricky, you know. And you know, a lot of us are that character. And a lot of that, what happened to Ricky happens to a lot of us, just hanging out with our friends. But I'm glad that I grew up in the neighborhood when I moved to Sacramento, and I had a lot of older guys that would make sure that they pushed me in the right direction, man. Like, they knew that I had a goal, and they didn't really want me pushing that line. Like, of course, you would think like, yo, they need as many soldiers as possible, but you know, that didn't happen like that, man. They bought me hoop shoes, came to my games. They always only came when it was a rival neighborhood, not even a rival school, but they would come just for the shits and gigs. You know what I mean? But they did come and show love and support.
I can do this.
And they did that. And you know, at that time back then, sorry y'all, we didn't really have that because people didn't really think that. You know, and AD, man, he grew up in a family where it was generation after generation of things going down like that. Going to jail, getting out. You're getting out with more skills.
Is anybody drinking this?
No. Skills on how to break in, commit more crime, skills on how to communicate with other people. Stop, bro. You're doing too much right now. So that's literally what people got into at that time. So I'm not gonna say that he had no other way, but he did. He didn't think nothing was gonna happen, man. You know, kids play with guns all the time. Pow, pow, pow. They get the plastic guns. You know what I mean? They got water guns. They got BB guns. They got pellet guns. They got paintball guns. They got all these guns. They got guns that look more real than a gun.
They got Nerf guns.
And these people are doing these things. So, you know, it's just detrimental that the energy and the mindset that we have, we have to understand and we have to put into perspective, y'all. We have to put into perspective on what it is and what it ain't. What's real and what's not. Some people may call you a buster. Some people may say you a punk. Some people may say you scary. But yo, you can call me whatever you want. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free with my son doing what I'm able to do right now. AD and those other two were never able to even get a female. Weren't even able to have a child. None of that. And there's a lot of people like that. And I'm pretty sure y'all watching this, y'all know some people like that. Who are either in jail or dead from decisions that they made, not even really understanding not even understanding the full I can't think of the damn word I'm thinking of
Full
right now. No, not the full sample. Basically, they don't understand what their actions are gonna bring, right? They don't know that. They don't know that at the time. They thinking it's just all fun and games. But life is fun, but it ain't no game. Life is fun, but it's not a game.
You gotta work hard and push hard.
And I push my son and my daughter to work hard and push hard, because at the end of the chain, you want to be able to kind of come and go as you please. And that's what I teach them. They don't have to be out on the street all the time to know what is and what it ain't. You know, my son would not ever be in the gang. He may have a group of people he hang with, he'll never be in the gang. And he will never be, well, he will, everyone gets tested, but he will never be considered a punk, because I teach him how to handle himself accordingly. You don't have to be in the gang to know how to handle yourself accordingly. Some people get into gangs just for protection. Not all, but some do. And he ain't gonna have to do that. My daughter sure ain't the one. You know, my daughter fights a little bit more or a little bit harder and tougher than I really want her to, but, you know, that's what you got to do. So a person don't think that, oh, I almost won, I might can win next time, because you didn't go 100%, you didn't go hard. Nah, you know. So, you know, everybody watching this, I said I wanted it to be short, but obviously it's not. We're going to be around 22 and a half minutes when it's over with. You know, just let these kids know on the severity of everything that's going on in life. The severity is very, very, very important. Make sure they understand what that means. Make sure they understand that life is not a game, but it is fun. Make sure they know the difference between play and when you go to sleep and you don't wake up. Because when you treat life like a game, that's what's gonna happen. Again, man, I appreciate it if you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You know, let me know what you guys feel and what you think about the videos. Do you feel like I'm going into too much detail? Do you feel like the videos are too drawn out? Again, I don't know what I can and can't say. I think I'm about to start maybe the next 2 or 3 videos. I'm gonna actually speak a little bit more freely. And, you know, I mean, if they censor the ones I cursed, then I'll know from there. But, you know, like I said, man, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm doing this just to put positive vibes out there, and just so people can have, you know, something good to watch, and a joke and a laugh and to say, oh, I remember when that happened to me. That's it. Oh, I got one more thing that wants to be said by my son. Come on, man.
Let me take it. It's one of my stories. One time I was in one of my dreams.
And that's to be continued. Peace.